With Confederate statues wiped from Richmond's Monument Avenue, the city will determine what comes next for the historic street. If you remember, the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts was supposed to lead transformation initiatives, but Governor Northam's administration scrapped the VMFA from the project in December after the museum spent $100,000 taxpayer dollars to kickstart the efforts. Community members and even Mayor LeVar Stoney questioned why the state didn't communicate that to the public.
I don't know why there wasn't a press release that went out that said VMFA would not be leading it from the Commonwealth level.
CBS 6 has been trying to obtain more information from the VMFA for nearly a month, submitting requests for records under the Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA.
This is a citizen's law.
Megan Ryan with the Virginia Coalition for Open Government says the law requires government agencies funded by taxpayers, such as the VMFA, to give the public access to information and documents.
And we have bought and paid for those records. They are doing this work in our name.
Here's what we asked for. First, emails from 12 museum employees and board members over a 5-month period. The VMFA said that would cost us $1,100 to fulfill. So we revised it. We then asked for emails sent only from the museum director, Alex Nargis, and correspondence between VMFA and the governor's administration. The museum initially told us they'd have to charge us more than $200 for that. 12 days later, the museum said the bill would total $28,054.
And it's making those records essentially inaccessible to the ordinary citizen.
Speaking generally, Ryan says significantly high estimates can generate suspicion from the public.
Even when there's nothing going on, they've created an atmosphere that makes people just think that there's something going on.
However, VMFA says our request was broad and they interpreted it as us wanting records from all 346 VMFA employees without asking us for clarification.
When it's possible that, you're going to come up with a fee estimate that that the ordinary person is not going to be able to afford, it just seems like that's the perfect time for a phone call.
Ryan and Virginia's FOIA counsel say they recommend a phone call or in-person conversation between CBS 6 and VMFA to discuss the most efficient way to request the desired information. I've asked the VMFA twice to please call me, but nothing yet. In an email, the museum's FOIA officer said, "We would like to assist you," and they made suggestions as to how to narrow down the request.
If and when possible, they should be providing as much as they can at a reasonable price.
And another thing of note, the VMFA FOIA officer has not yet disclosed their identity at this point throughout the process. Now, I have sent a third FOIA request to the VMFA, and when I get a response and when that request is fulfilled, we'll be sure to update this story.